Welcome to another exciting episode of In-Depth Eye Health podcast series brought to you by iFocus and iHub Nigeria Initiative. The series provide incredible insight into topical eye health issues and also serve as a platform for continuous professional development for eye care workers. Thank you as you listen. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Ifimonye. The focus of today's discussion is the 46th Annual General Meeting and Scientific Conference of the Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria.
Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Mustafa Bature. Our guest for today is Dr. Cyril Obasuyi, a consultant ophthalmologist at the Irrua Specialist Hospital. He is the chapter coordinator of the Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria at the Irrua Specialist Teaching Hospital, Edo State. He is also the immediate past chairman of the Young Ophthalmologist Forum of the Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome, Dr. Obasuyi. So the Annual General Meeting and Scientific Conference of the Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria is coming up shortly. Can you give us an overview of what this meeting is about?
Yeah, thank you. The Annual General Meeting and Scientific Conference of the Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria is an annual gathering of all ophthalmologists and trainee ophthalmologists in the country, and where we come to network, fellowship, and share the recent scientific ideas and scientific breakthroughs in eye care. And the underlying goal is to push and make sure that every ophthalmologist in the country is abreast with whatever scientific breakthrough or whatever the new evidence in eye care. This is to make sure that we provide the best eye care service to Nigerians. In as much as we have very few ophthalmologists in the country, our goal is to try and work with our numbers and make sure that we provide the best eye care in line with best global practices and best scientific practices to Nigerians. And one way of doing this is when we come together in our annual general meeting and scientific conference. Our conferences normally last a week, in the sense that we have pre-conference activities mainly, and then the main conference is for 3 days. But however, before the main conference starts, we normally carry out corporate social responsibilities as a mark to mark the beginning of our conferences by carrying out cataract surgeries, eye surgeries, and give out glasses, as well as do outreaches in the surrounding villages and environs of the host state. This year, 2022, we'll be hosting the annual scientific conference and AGM in Edo State, Benin City, Edo State. And so we'll be carrying out general outreach services, general eye checks, surgical eye camps, cataract surgeries in Benin City and in Irrua. We chose these two places because Irrua has a specialist teaching hospital and Benin City has about 3 major eye clinics. The one in University of Benin Teaching Hospital, the one owned by the State Hospital Management Board, and then some private eye clinics which have provided pro bono their services to carry out this corporate social responsibility of the OSN Nigeria. And so we aim to carry out about 200 cataract surgeries and also carry out some other forms of eye surgeries, minor eye surgeries, which prevent proper eye vision in many patients who may not necessarily have been able to afford this service if we hadn't come around to carry out these services as a CSR for our conference. That's going to take place a week before the 29th of September. Knowledge and a bit to update the knowledge of all ophthalmologists in the country. The OSN AGM holding in Edo State will start on the 29th of August with a phaco emulsification, wet lab, hands down, and skills transfer session. It's going to hold from the 29th to the 31st. And so interested ophthalmologists or trainee ophthalmologists who want to have knowledge in phaco emulsification can come in on the 29th and have these hands-on sessions. They can register online and pay for the skills transfer session and have a 3-day session. We are going to have faculties from Otley Medical Equipment. Otley are the manufacturers of the Catarex phaco emulsification machine, which is a very high performing, high output, but low budget phaco emulsification machine made specially for low to medium income countries and has a track record of performing very well. And so manufacturers of Otley fecal investigation machines are coming down with their own machines, are coming down to Edo State to help provide a skills transfer session for ophthalmologists who are willing to upgrade their cataract surgical skills from the small incisional cataract surgery to fecal investigation surgeries. It's going to take place between 29th and the 31st of August. On the 31st of August, which also doubles as the arrival of delegates, we're going to have 10 skills transfer sessions held in a modular fashion for trainees in ophthalmology. This is geared towards and planned for the trainees in ophthalmology and any other ophthalmologist who is interested. We're having about 10 skill sessions, and these sessions would include skills transfer on trabeculectomy, shunt surgeries, OCTs, pediatric ophthalmology sessions, research methodology in ophthalmology and in health sciences. We're also going to have intravitreal injection sessions, and we're also going to have a session where we're going to use teach people how to use their smartphones. Everybody has a smartphone now. We're going to have a session where we're going to teach people how to use their smartphones as imaging devices. Unfortunately, ophthalmological equipments are very, very expensive. And so since we live in a country with very little purchasing power, and we are actually striving to look for ways to make these imaging devices available to every ophthalmologist. So we're going to have a session where we teach people how to use their smartphones as imaging devices. On this 1st of September, the main conference starts. The main conference starts with the theme of the conference, which is building sustainable eye health. We have selected some speakers which we think will be able to provide insights on how to build sustainable eye health. And those speakers include veteran ophthalmologists who have had successful forays in both private and public eye care delivery. We have speakers like Professor Femi Babalola, Professor Feifemi Adepoju, and the current president of the OSN, Dr. Abiola Oyeleye, which will be this veteran ophthalmologist will be giving us insights and giving us nuggets on how to build sustainable eye health in a country like Nigeria with various problems mitigating against eye care delivery as seen in other low, medium income countries. The sub-team, which is a breakout of the main team, is equity in eye care. We realize that you can't build a sustainable health system without focusing on equity. You can build a robust eye health system, and yet it's not equitable in delivery. And so we're talking about the sub-team for this conference, which is a breakout from the main team of the sustainable eye health system, is equity in eye care. We want to build a eye health system that everybody can access, irrespective of your level in life. And so we have an international faculty giving us some ideas and some insight on how to build equity in eye care. Most of us who have had sessions in the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, who have been fortunate to have had a master's in public health or master's in eye care from LSHTN, would remember or familiar with Professor Claire Gilbert. She'll be taking us on a discussion how to build equity in eye care. The chairman of the National Eye Health Committee, who is Professor Afekide Omoti, would also be joining Professor Claire Gilbert in talking about equity in eye care. It's important to state here that Professor Afekide Omoti is the recent chairman of the National Eye Health Committee and will be tasked with the job of bringing to fruition the first and only national eye health policy the country has. And so he's coming to tell us about the journey so far and how in building a sustainable eye health care and translating national eye health policy to practice, we are encouraging equity in accessing eye care services. Dr. Fatima Kiari, who is also been at the forefront of equity in eye care delivery, is also going to join Professor Claire Gilbert and Professor Afekide Omoti in dissecting and discussing the sub-team, which I want to reiterate for for emphasis sake, is equity in eye care. We have other lectures which would hold on the second day, which is September 2nd. We have the President's Lecture, we have the Okechukwu Memorial Lecture, and the Council Lecture. The President's Lecture will be taken by another international faculty, Dr. Padmaja Kumari Rani from the Aravind Eye Systems in India. The Okechukwu Memorial Lecture will be taken by Dr. Eho Hassan, the CEO of the Eye Foundation Hospitals Group. Interspersed between day 1 and day 2, we're going to be having breakout scientific sessions and specialty group sessions, which would aim to give a chance to ophthalmologists in the country to provide an awareness or to provide a platform for ophthalmologists in the country to showcase their academic exploits in the past 1 year. We're going to have poster presentations. We're going to have PowerPoint, electronic presentations. We're going to have ophthalmologists, training ophthalmologists, and ophthalmologists themselves telling us about the academic, whatever they've done scientifically in terms of research and contribute to knowledge in the academic field of ophthalmology. We're going to be having breakfast sessions on the 1st and 2nd. Breakfast sessions are a means to kind of break the ice and prep attendees for the full day session ahead. And the OSN Edo State is offering the first 100 registrars, junior registrars or senior registrars of ophthalmology who register for the conference free access to the breakfast sessions. So that means you get free breakfast and free academic knowledge for 2 hours every morning between 7 hours of 7 and 9 a.m. You don't have to pay. All you need to do is register for the OSN, pay your annual dues for the OSN, and you are guaranteed free entry. The first 100 residents are guaranteed free entry to breakfast sessions on both days. And we're going to have breakfast sessions from the glaucoma specialty group and the vitreoretinal subspecialty group.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cyril. You have surely done justice to the first part of the discussion. The annual general meeting and scientific conference of the Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria is the largest gathering of Nigerian ophthalmologists. What are the benefits of participating in this meeting, and what are the high points that participants can look forward to in this year's event, in addition to all those intensive academic discourse you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, thank you very much. I always tell people that the main reason for coming for the OSN AGS CM, apart from the academic activities, is a chance to network. There's so much opportunity in the OSN AGM to network amongst your peers and amongst senior colleagues. The atmosphere is so ripe for networking purposes that when you come, apart from gaining so much rich knowledge in ophthalmology practice, you have the chance to speak to people ophthalmology from across the country. You have the chance to network with ophthalmologists from across the country, have an idea of how they work, services they provide, which helps you in the long run. For example, in terms of patient care, you may not have all the resources to provide an eye care service for the patient, but the OSN gives you the opportunity to network with other people who may have these services and whom you trust enough to send your patient to for further care. This is one of the highlights of the OSN conference. There's something about being in the company of so many ophthalmologists, aspiring and accomplished, that gives you this sense of fulfillment in provision of eye care in a country like Nigeria. Also, seeing what people are doing in other parts of the country serves as an impetus to spur you to do more, because you see that you see situations where even in the face of lack, on the face of insufficiency, people strive to do a lot to provide eye care service. Gives that added jobs to what you can do in your center. Also gives you a lift to borrow in improving eye care services in our various centers when we go back. And so the OSN conference its importance cannot be overstated. Its importance actually are numerous, and you just have to come to see it. Come with the mindset of making new friends, meeting new people, opening your mind up to new experiences, and with the idea of making your practice better when you leave the conference.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Cyril. I'm already really excited and looking forward to this year's event. So how can people register for this event, and how can participants and sponsors obtain further information about it?
Oh, yes, thank you very much. To register for the OSN conference, which actually is actually not a registration per se, but also your annual dues, because every trainee ophthalmologist and ophthalmologist has also pay an annual due to the Ophthalmic Society of Nigeria. And to register for this conference, you go to the OSN website, which is osnig.org, and then follow the prompt to register for the conference or to pay your annual dues. On payment of your annual dues, you get a mail confirming your annual dues and also get your attendee registration details, which you could decide to print by yourself or come to the conference and we'll print one and give to you. The choice is yours. And then in order to contact anybody in the LOC, we have phone numbers of key members of the LOC that you can contact. For example, for abstracts for the scientific session, which is part of we form the bedrock for the academic sessions, these parallel academic sessions for the conference. Abstracts can be submitted online, or abstracts can be, a phone call can be made across to the scientific committee, LOC chair, on 080 37 12 4905. I'll take that again, 080 37 12 4905. And deadline for abstracts is 31st of July 2022. So you can send an abstract to the email abstractosnedu@gmail.com. And your abstract will be automatically acknowledged, and you will also get details of your presentation. So we also require sponsorship and partnerships. Of course, we are not an island. We work in collaboration with other players in the eye care field, people who manufacture equipment, manufacture drugs for eye care, the optometrists, the nurses, the whole eye care team. And so if you wish to sponsor or participate in the OSN, you could give a call to the OSN LOC by contacting the chairman of the LOC on 0805 11 00633. I'll give the number again, 0805 11 00633. I know a lot of us may be worried about the security and everything as regards the way the nation is right now, but I can assure you that we've taken pains to ensure that, first of all, your accommodation is not far from the venue. The farthest hotel from the venue is about 15 minutes walk. And that means by bus, it's about 5 to 7 minutes drive. So every hotel has been chosen with that in mind. You do not have to go very far from the venue, and so you do not have to worry. And so the hotels are close to each other. They are within a general circumference from the venue and not far away. And if you really want to talk about your accommodation, please give the accommodation chair a call on 0803 63 46 849. I'll take that again, 0803 63 46 849. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the details for this conference of the Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria. I think it has been a fantastic expose on the expectations and the events we are likely to have at the conference. So we look forward to an exciting time at the meeting. Thank you so much, Dr. Cyril, for being with us and honoring our invitation.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.